What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Prince I. And let me tell you, I am so hyped to take you guys with me on this insane adventure to one of the most beautiful cities on the planet, Vancouver. We're talking stunning natural landscapes, a super chill vibe, and food that will rock your world. Get ready to dive into the ultimate Vancouver experience, because I'm about to drop a 10-day itinerary that's packed with more fun, excitement, and unforgettable moments than you can shake a selfie stick at. All right, guys, we just touched down in Vancouver. And let me tell you, the energy here is electric. The air is fresh, the people are friendly, and I'm ready to eat my weight in poutine. We hopped off the plane, cruised through customs, and snagged a cab straight to our hotel downtown. First things first, we gotta drop off our bags and grab some grub. I'm starving. Speaking of downtown, this place is popping. Skyscrapers everywhere you look. But there's also this cool blend of modern and historical architecture that's seriously eye-catching. This city is seriously easy to navigate too. They've got this awesome public transportation system, but honestly, I prefer exploring on foot. You just stumble upon the coolest little cafes, shops, and street art that way. Okay, so for our first stop, we're hitting up Gastown. This historic neighborhood is like stepping back in time, with cobblestone streets, Victorian buildings, and this iconic steam clock that's totally Instagram-worthy. Good morning, Vancouver. We're about to experience the magic of Stanley Park. This place is like the Central Park of Vancouver, but on steroids. Over 1,000 acres of rainforest, beaches, gardens, and attractions. It's way more fun to feel the wind in your hair as you cruise along the seawall. Mountains, ocean, and city skyline. It's postcard perfect. We made a pit stop at the Brockton Point Lighthouse. Keep your eyes peeled for wildlife. We spotted a family of raccoons chilling in the trees. What's up, food lovers? Today, we're hitting up one of Vancouver's most iconic destinations, Granville Island. This place is a foodie's paradise with a bustling public market, waterfront restaurants, and tons of artisan shops. We started our day at the Granville Island Market, which is a feast for the senses. The sights, the smells, the sounds, it's an explosion of sensory overload in the best way possible. We're talking fresh produce, seafood, baked goods, cheese, and so much more. I could spend hours just wandering through the stalls, sampling all the delicious treats. Of course, no trip to Granville Island is complete without trying the famous fish and chips. We grabbed a plate from one of the waterfront vendors and devoured it with a side of crispy fries and tangy tartar sauce. I'm not even exaggerating when I say it was the best fish and chips I've ever had. After our food coma subsided, we decided to walk it off by exploring the artisan shops and studios that line the island. We found everything from handmade jewelry to blown glass art to quirky souvenirs. I even bought a hand-painted silk scarf for my mom. Hey, thrill seekers, get ready for a day of adrenaline-pumping adventure as we conquer two of Vancouver's most iconic attractions, the Capilano Suspension Bridge and Grouse Mountain. First up, we're heading to the Capilano Suspension Bridge, which is this awe-inspiring bridge that stretches 450 feet across and 230 feet above the Capilano River. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of heights, but I'm facing my fears today. Wish me luck. Okay, I survived. And let me tell you, the views from the bridge were absolutely breathtaking. You're surrounded by this lush rainforest canopy, with the sound of rushing water below. It's a surreal experience that's both exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. After conquering the Capilano Suspension Bridge, we're heading to Grouse Mountain, which is Vancouver's peak attraction. We hopped on the Grouse Mountain Sky Ride, which is this gondola that whisks you up to the top of the mountain in just 8 minutes. The views during the ride were incredible, and I couldn't wait to see what awaited us at the summit. What's up, powder hounds and adventure junkies? Today we're taking a break from the city and embarking on an epic day trip to Whistler, one of the most famous ski resorts in the world. The drive to Whistler from Vancouver is about 2 hours, but trust me, it's worth every minute. The scenery along the sea-to-sky highway is absolutely breathtaking. We're talking towering mountains, pristine lakes, and cascading waterfalls. It's like driving through a postcard. As soon as we arrived in Whistler Village, we were greeted by a lively atmosphere and a charming pedestrian-friendly village. We spent some time exploring the shops, grabbing a bite to eat, and soaking up the alpine vibes. Of course, no trip to Whistler is complete without hitting the slopes. We rented some skis and gear and headed up the mountain. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-timer, Whistler has something to offer everyone, with over 8,000 acres of skiable terrain. Hey, history buffs and culture vultures! Today we're delving into the heart of Vancouver's historic neighborhoods, Gastown and Chinatown. We began our day in Gastown, which is Vancouver's oldest neighborhood. As we strolled along the cobblestone streets, we were transported back in time to the city's early days. We marveled at the Victorian architecture, browsed the unique shops and art galleries, and snapped photos of the iconic steam clock. No trip to Gastown is complete without a stop at the steam clock. This quirky landmark is a popular tourist attraction, and for good reason. Every 15 minutes, the clock erupts in a cloud of steam and whistles a Westminster chime. It's a sight to behold. After exploring Gastown, we made our way to Chinatown, which is one of the oldest and largest Chinatowns in North America. As we wandered through the bustling streets, we were immersed in a vibrant culture that's been thriving for over a century. We browsed the shops selling traditional Chinese medicine, sampled dim sum at a local restaurant, and admired the intricate details of the Chinese Cultural Center. Hey, knowledge seekers and art enthusiasts! Today we're expanding our horizons with a visit to the Museum of Anthropology at UBC and a stroll through the beautiful UBC campus. We started our day at the Museum of Anthropology, which is renowned for its incredible collection of First Nations artifacts and art. The museum is located on the traditional territory of the Musqueam people, and their history and culture are woven throughout the exhibits. As we walked through the museum, we were blown away by the intricate carvings, totem poles, and masks on display. The stories behind each piece were both fascinating and moving. The museum does an incredible job of showcasing the diversity and richness of First Nations cultures. After the museum, we decided to check out the UBC campus, which is like a city within a city. Ahoy, mateys! Today we're setting sail on a scenic ferry ride to Victoria, the charming capital of British Columbia. Get ready for a day filled with history, gardens, and maybe even a spot of tea. The ferry ride to Victoria is an experience in itself. We cruised through the Salish Sea, surrounded by stunning views of the Gulf Islands and the Olympic Mountains in the distance. Keep your eyes peeled for wildlife. We saw a pod of orcas swimming alongside the ferry. Once we arrived in Victoria, we were immediately charmed by its old-world elegance and British colonial heritage. We strolled through the inner harbor, marveling at the Parliament buildings and the iconic Empress Hotel. We even caught a glimpse of a horse-drawn carriage clip-clopping down the street. No trip to Victoria is complete without a visit to Butchart Gardens, which is a world-renowned floral paradise. Hey, beach bums and nature lovers! Today, we're trading in our city shoes for flip-flops and heading to Kitsilano Beach for a day of sun, sand, and serenity. Kitsilano Beach, or Kits Beach as the locals call it, is one of Vancouver's most popular beaches, and it's easy to see why. With its stunning views of the city skyline, the ocean, and the mountains, Kits Beach is the perfect place to relax, soak up the sun, and enjoy the outdoors. We spent the morning swimming, sunbathing, and building sandcastles. Don't judge, I'm still a kid at heart. The water was surprisingly warm, and the sand was soft and powdery. We even rented a stand-up paddleboard and tried our best to stay upright. Spoiler alert, it's harder than it looks. After working up an appetite, we grabbed lunch from a nearby food truck and enjoyed it picnic style on the beach. Hey, shopaholics and foodies! It's our last day in Vancouver, and we're ending it with a bang. Get ready for a shopping spree on Robson Street, followed by a farewell feast at one of Vancouver's hottest restaurants. Robson Street is Vancouver's premier shopping destination, with a mix of high-end designer stores, international brands, and independent boutiques. Whether you're looking for the latest fashion trends, unique souvenirs, or just a little retail therapy, Robson Street has something for everyone. We spent the afternoon browsing the shops, trying on clothes, and picking up some last-minute souvenirs. I may have gone a little overboard, but hey, when in Rome, right? After our shopping spree, we worked up an appetite and headed to dinner at Hawksworth Restaurant, which is considered to be one of the best restaurants in Vancouver. The restaurant is known for its innovative Canadian cuisine and its elegant ambiance. And that's a wrap on our epic 10-day adventure in Vancouver. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for the ride. This city stole my heart, and I can't wait to come back and explore more of what it has to offer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite part of the trip was. or if you have any recommendations for things to see and do in Vancouver. Until next time, keep exploring. Peace out. Peace.